where they could be released and so forth. But today we know better, and we abhor slavery today. And you said that it wasn't just that these ancient Hebrews had a different set of moral values than we do, but that we have a better set of moral values than they did. Now, that's an interesting value judgment that you're making. And I'd like to know, on an atheistic, naturalistic worldview, on what basis can you make that value judgment between these two separate societies and cultures?
Why do I think a society is better that doesn't have slaves?
Yes, why is our set of values which abhor slavery superior to any other cultures which adheres to slavery? Why characterize this as a moral improvement rather than just a difference?
Well, it certainly is a difference, and the reason I think it's a moral improvement is that all of us have things to offer, and slavery denies large numbers of people the chance to achieve everything that they have to offer to us. And I happen to think we live in a pluralistic society, and the essence of our society is that everyone gets a chance to contribute. Everyone gets the chance to throw out their ideas.
But that wasn't the essence of ancient Hebrew society, right? I mean,
oh, no.
So why are you imposing our values on them?
Oh, I'm not criticizing them for having slaves. That's their society, and that was where, you know, but the point I'm making is that there's no place where it's written in stone, here are the moral values by which we should all live for all time.
So you can't really condemn slavery on an atheistic, naturalistic worldview, can you?
That's right.
No, I do.
But
I do. I think slavery is wrong. I think it's a bad thing.
But isn't that just an expression of your own socio-cultural situation that you were born in this?
That's right.
So it doesn't have any objective sort of validity.
No, it comes from our society. That's why I said that all of us, I'll give you an example. Today, right today, we are arguing about whether or not it is moral for the president to have lied about his sexual relationship. We're arguing about that. Is that a moral thing or not? We ourselves, all of us today, the senators, all of us who are voters, we are deciding whether what he did was a moral thing or not. And that's the way morals are created.
Dr. Mohanty.
Yeah, it seems to me that your questioning, and also Dr. Zacharias' wonderful argument he gave before, I find there are many missing links. Of course, you could develop your entire argument, just as I cannot develop my entire critique. But I think you passed on very quickly, and also implicit in your question to him, that accepting objective moral values means that you need a source of a lawgiver. I think I am willing, perhaps I differ from the physicist in this regard, I'm willing to accept objective moral values, but I still do not find any compelling argument that if I accept objective moral values, there must be a lawgiver.
But he doesn't even accept objective moral
No,
values.
I know that. I know that. I know that.
In fact, I would say,
he does not.
And I would say, if you believe that you have some set of objective moral values, I would say, well, why should I believe that you have them? I mean, how are you going to know? Well, you're going to have to do the same thing as anybody else who has relative moral values to try to show why your values are better and right and they work correctly and they have this, all of those things you'll have to go, you can't tell the difference between absolute objective values and relative ones. It's just a fact.
You don't think that you can tell that we ought to love a child rather than torture and sexually abuse a child?
I think that's a good idea, to love a child. I think it's a good idea. It arises from our biological heritage. It's natural and normal for us.
But one isn't morally different from the other?
No, I think it's that they're morally different. It's bad to inflict harm. That's why I criticize God in the book of Job. He has inflicted unmerited, undeserved suffering on totally innocent people.
And you think that's wrong of God?
I think that's wrong of God.
On what basis do you make that value judgment?
I think it's bad to inflict suffering and harm on other people.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I mean,
why is that wrong on a naturalistic worldview? The Nazis thought it was all right to do that to Jews.
They did, and that's because morals are created by societies. And